The day I finally snapped at someone else's kid. It happened in a quiet cafe on a rainy afternoon at the kind of place where people come to work or read in peace. I'd barely settled in with my coffee when I noticed it. A sharp, high-pitched shriek, then another. At a corner table, a little kid was running wild between chairs, bumping into people, knocking over sugar packets, while his parents sat there, scrolling through their phones like they were in another universe. At first, I told myself to ignore it. Kids get restless and fine. But then he started targeting people. He'd grab straws from other tables, stick his fingers in pastries, and giggle when someone frowned. No one said anything. Everyone just gave those tight, polite smiles that say, not my problem. When he finally came to my table and snatched a cookie off my plate, I looked right at his parents. They didn't even glance up. That's when I decided, if they weren't going to parent him, someone would. I waited until the kid came back, reaching for my drink this time. I leaned forward and said, calm but firm, that's hot. You could burn yourself. He froze. I wasn't angry, I was just serious. But apparently, that tiny bit of discipline was too much for his parents to handle. The mom shot up from her chair, snapping that I had no right to talk to her child. The dad puffed up too, saying kids should be allowed to express themselves. I just smiled and said, sure, as long as they're not expressing themselves with other people's food. The cafe had gone completely silent. The barista stood frozen mid-pour. The kid, for the first time, looked unsure. The parents grabbed their stuff, muttering about rude strangers, and stormed out him, but not before. The kid knocked over his own juice cup. The barista came over after they left and whispered, thank you. They come here every week. Nobody ever says anything. I just sipped my coffee and said, maybe they'll think twice next time. Some people don't realize silence isn't kindness. Sometimes the most polite thing you can do is finally say what everyone else is too afraid to.